It's a pretty loose pass, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get it back? Dembele finds himself offside.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kaka looking to be a menace in the final third. It's Dembele! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi with the short one. Maldini. Ronaldinho. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Flamengo leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 96.
Gets us going once more.
Camisa 9. Camisa 11.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Camisa 98.
And here's Mbappe. Flamengo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Pelé. Chance for a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Desailly is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Mbappe gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Hazard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Pelé. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to clear it. And it's from Mario. Vieira. Pelé! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Look at the space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Big chance! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is...
Oh, terrible pass. And he's got away from it. Mbappe shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 80.
Hazard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Flamengo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Yeah, and it's slung out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. And he skips past his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Tries to pass it through, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved, and here's the chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot! It's a loose ball.
Flamengo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Milan are looking to break at pace. Thuram cuts it out. Threads one in. Now it's Pelé. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still...
It's Pelé! Goal! Flamengo! Into the lead once more. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
He's having a hit! Off the post! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Bora wins the duel this time. Bora.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's picked his way through. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pelé. And this is from Mario. Now he's running away. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Pelé with a real chance here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Neymar! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. Well, that was wonderful in every... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Flamengo are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was... He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Deftly away. Shoots! And now a sudden chance to counter. Kaká. Kaká. Well read, and the danger is averted. Maldini getting this one clear. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho! He doesn't look too happy with that. Now it's Hullet. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Aubameyang really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. And here's Hullet. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Aubameyang. And here's Azar. Looking for the... Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Vieira. And it's Kaká. Can he get it through? Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, he's burst through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kaká cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Desai pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. He's found some space. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Roberto Baggio. Now the ball's gone astray. And it's Azar. And the shot! Goal! Flamingo! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first moment of real significance. And Hullet! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Bora. Kaká. This is promising. Now, can they get him away? Bora. Pirlo. Bora. Pirlo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pull it. And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 97.
And that's the second half started.
Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para.
And here's Hazard.
Camisa
Flamengo
19.
come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Del Piero. Kaká gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard. Messi. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is from Mario. Oh, super ball. Yeah. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass isn't the best. And here's Hazard. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Hullet. Flamengo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's picked his way through. Well seen. Saw that coming. Kaká. He won't be happy with that one. Bora. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Leicester does really well there. He is strong. And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Oh, what has happened here? Elects to cross. Maldini getting this. Great chance! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Flamengo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Milan with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear
shot at goal! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Hullet. Great vision. And that's a dangerous ball. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away...
Pele! And that is a truly outstanding save. Messi! And it's been hooked away. And this is Pele. Lovely, now then. He's been real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Pele. And this is a chance! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge. That is good alertness.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Pele, and a chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, that face says it all. I think I'd feel the same way, not that I was ever an expert at finishing or anything like that.
And that will be the final act. Flamengo played more